A very good afternoon and a warm welcome to all our viewers of Fearless Against Rabies. On the behalf of Human Biologicals Institute and Fearless Against Rabies, I, Santosh Kumar Das, take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guest speaker for today's live talk, Dr. A K Kalra from Prayagraj, the oldest city of India. Fearless Against Rabies is an initiative of Human Biological Institute to educate about rabies and to reduce the incidence of the disease. It is my pleasure to take this opportunity and share about Human Biological Institute. Human Biologicals Institute is a division of Indian Immunologicals Limited with the vision of shaping global healthcare by spearheading the One Health initiative. IIL was established by National Dairy Development Board (NDDB) in the year 1982 as its unit and later registered as a company in 1999 with the name of Indian Immunologicals Limited. Human Biological Institute was established in the year 1998 when the Government of India requested Indian Immunologicals Limited to produce a modern tissue culture anti-rabies vaccine to phase out the unsafe nerve tissue vaccine. The first manufacturing facility of HBI was established at Ooty. The facility is one of its kind in India to have rolled out first Vero cell culture rabies vaccine in the year 2000. Subsequently, Human Biological Institute launched other vaccines and currently we are the major player in human vaccine segment. HBI is leader in anti-rabies vaccine segment and present in more than 50 countries. HBI has three state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities, which is at Ooty, Gachibowli, Karkapatla, which is otherwise called as Genome Valley. Subsequently, Human Biological Institute forayed into market with clinically proven wellness products and infertility range of hormones. With the vision of shaping global healthcare by spearheading One Health initiative and the mission to innovate, produce, and market quality healthcare products and services to improve and extend life, we believe in providing affordable products with high quality through continuous technical innovations and improvements to meet our customers' need. We really feel proud of our green initiative. As a market leader, we have taken a significant step to reduce the plastic burden by 160 tons per annum by our green initiative of eco-friendly pack of Aberab and Aberab PF. As a corporate, we involve ourselves in various corporate social responsibility projects, and we are proud to say that Indian Immunologicals Limited has taken up various corporate social responsibility projects. One such initiative is like adoption of government school. IIL has adopted two government schools in vicinity of Karkapatla facility in Hyderabad, Telangana. IIL is providing infrastructure and basic facilities, including help in the midday meal program. As a result of IIL's intervention, the strength of the children in the adopted schools has been doubled within a few years. The school have also won several awards in the district level. With the gift milk program in coordination with NDDB, over 2,500 school-going children from Telangana and Tamil Nadu are benefited. We have tied up with FIAPO for a model rabies-free Thiruvananthapuram project, and which is going to be taken up this financial year. Thank you, and we request you to visit our website www.indimmune.com, or whenever you feel or you are bitten or by an animal or scratch, you can definitely call us on 1-800-313-999977, or follow us in LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit us at fearlessagainstrabies.com and www.puberty2menopause.com. With this, I welcome today's our guest. Let me introduce our guest speaker today. So, guest speaker, Dr. A K Kalra. Dr. A K Kalra is general surgeon from, and he's having his own nursing home, that is Kalra Nursing Home at Prayagraj. It is otherwise called as Allahabad. He has completed his MS in the year 1977 from Motilal Nehru Medical College, Prayagraj. He has completed his MBBS in the year 1973. He has over 43 years of rich experience in managing various animal bite victims. And we have here Dr. Most will wholeheartedly I welcome Dr. A.K. Kalra to the session. Uh, Now, once before we start our Dr. Kalra, good afternoon and welcome to the session. So before we start, we would like to say something about rabies. Rabies is one of the oldest disease caused by a virus spread through the bite or scratch of an animal to an infected, which infects a human to a healthy human. According to the World Health Organization, every year more than 50,000 people worldwide, people die from this disease worldwide, and more than 20,000 deaths happen in India. However, the good news is that it is 100% preventable through appropriate prophylactic vaccination. So today we have an eminent expert who is having a great amount of experience. That is, he has got more than 43 years of experience in this field. So Dr. Kalra, welcome once again. I would like to ask the first question. What is, can you just explain something about the problem of rabies in India and why this disease is so deeply rooted in India?
Main problem in our country is that it is caused by the dog bite, and most of the time the dog bite is stray dogs are street dogs, and they are not vaccinated. And most of the times this is happen in the rural India because they are not aware of the vaccines. The problem in our country is quite high simply because the stray dog or street dogs are very number of street dogs are very high and they are not vaccinated. This is the first reason why in our country this problem is too much.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. So, what you say is about the majority, the problem lies with the stray dog population, mostly unvaccinated stray dog
Ye-
population.
Yes,
Yes. And why so much of deaths are occurring in India, Doctor? Because we have so much of prophylactic preventions available, interventions are there, but still
Ye-
deaths are happening.
because most of people are not aware it. Initially, it was thought, is still today thought that rabies is 100% fatal. But if the person gets vaccinated, most of the time it survives. So since the patients are not educated, they are not aware about the vaccines, so death occurs.
Doctor would like to say something more. Basically, what kind of precautions what the patient should take after an animal bite, or what kind of first aid measures basically
Yes.
our
So this measurement includes three parts. First part is the care of the wound, where the person has been bitten. जहाँ पर उसको कुत्ते ने काटा है, वहाँ के केयर करनी होगी. उसका फर्स्ट पार्ट ये है कि उस वुंड को टैप वाटर से रनिंग वाटर से इट शुड बी वॉश फॉर 15 मिनट्स. It should be thoroughly washed. After the wound has been washed with the tap water, it should be washed with the soap water. Once the soap water has been applied, then we can apply at the type or the site of the wound betadine, pyridine, iodine, Dettol, Sevlan, and then the wound should be bandaged. Wound should not be stitched simply because this is caused by the saliva. Saliva gets accumulated at the wound site where this virus multiplies and increases in number. So we have to remove as much virus as possible. And this is only possible first aid measurement that one should clean the wound for at least 15 minutes with the running water. After that, it should be cleaned with the soap water, and then we should apply the betadine, pyridine, Sevlon. And after that, we can use it, the sterilized bandage, and then patient should get vaccines.
Thank you so much, Doctor. I think it was very clear to our viewers. I request all the viewers in the meantime to share your queries in the comment box so that we can take it up in the later half of the session. So, Doctor, as you said, you said, 10 minutes washing
15.
in the running tap
15.
water. 15,
15.
yeah. So
Yes.
15 minutes washing in the washing of the wound or scratch. Even a scratch is also very important. It
Yes.
is also
Yes.
important. Yeah.
Yes.
The victim should be more careful about scratch also,
Uh,
because that can also lead to rabies.
yes.
So washing, what doctor has suggested is again washing of the wound with 15 minutes of water, right? Right, doctor, 15 minutes of water with soap and detergent, right?
Yes, so water.
Right.
Normal
So
soap which you use.
normal soap. So can we wash the hand with bare hand? Wound, it should be a covered. It should be covered with gloves.
Preferably it should be covered. Gloves. One should use gloves.
Yes.
This principle of washing the wound applies to every wound where
Yeah.
patient gets accidental wound because the dirt is there. And the
Yeah.
most of the time we have to remove the dirt. One should
Yes.
spend the maximum time in cleaning the wound. The outcome will be totally different. Once the wound, we being surgeons, we follow practice, routine practice. At least I pre-operative patient, we wash the patient cleaned area for 4 to 5 times with Savlon, then we spray it, then betadine, and then we start the patient. And when the patient gets roadside injury or anything, we must clean the wound thoroughly, and that may take even 15 minutes.
Yeah.
The water cannot be boiled water; it can be simple tap water.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, doctor. I think it was very clear that all of us, once we get bitten or scratched by an animal, should rush for washing the area with running tap water for 15 minutes with soap and water, which is most important first aid at home. So that is the message you would like to give it to our all viewers. That is the first step, which can be taken at home, an immediate step. Then, doctor, can you just tell us how fast the patient should report to a doctor for this treatment of the bite area?
It should be as early as possible. It should
Yeah.
be as early as possible.
Okay. So that
Because
means,
the
uh,
reason for that is that this virus is neurotropic. It has got affinity for the nerves. Once
mhm,
the virus enters from the scare site or site of the bite, it goes into the neuromuscular junctions. From that, it goes to the peripheral nerves. And from that ascending fashion, go to spinal cord and then to brain. And the speed is 3 millimeter per hour. Its speed of running and going to the brain is 3 millimeter per hour. So once you have been bitten by the dog, whether it is a this is the dog which has been ill for rabies or it is not. But once there is doubt that patient has been bitten by the rabid dog, should go to the first get the first aid done, then go to doctor and test.
right. So it's very clear from Doctor Kalra's views is about, like, once we are bitten by or scratched by an animal, we should immediately, it should be treated as an emergency, and we should visit our nearest medical practitioner.
Yes.
That's all. So coming to the next question, doctor, since we're discussing about rabies, so can you just tell something more about rabies, how it is being transmitted, which are the animals basically transmit rabies in India?
This is a zoonotic disease, meaning thereby that it is transmitted from the animal to human beings. And most of the time, 97% is because of the dogs, 2% by the bite of the cat, and 1% through other animals just like jackals, wolf, things like that. In our country, the bite, 97% is because the dog bite, 2% because the cat bite, and 1% because the wolf and jackals and bats.
Right. So the warm-blooded animals, as you said,
And
doctor.
mammalians, warm blooded.
Yes. Yeah. So majority of the bite and scratches happen to the with the dogs and the cats, and later on monkeys at various parts of the country. Yeah. And can we get infected with an exposure to a cow or buffalo or sheep and goat, these domestic animals, do they carry rabies virus?
Yes, but distance is quite less.
Okay, so
They can carry.
majority is unvaccinated stray dogs which transmit the rabies. So thank you, doctor. That's great. Uh, can we get rabies from a scratch of an animal? If yes,
Yeah.
how?
Yes, because rabies is transmitted through saliva. Rabies is the transmitted through saliva of the animals. Once it is the depends upon the whether the skin has been intact or been broken. Once the animal bites, you may have the simple abrasions that we call it as a wound of category 2. Since the dog has bitten the person, saliva must have gone inside it. Now it depends upon the person who has been infected. Once skin is not broken, skin is intact, the chances of rabies are relatively less. But it is not correct, it may not be there. It can be there. But if the skin is broken, the chances of getting rabies is much more higher.
Great. Doctor, do you recommend vaccination from a pet dog, a bite or a scratch?
Yes, one should get it done. Before that, we should ask the patient whether pet dog has been vaccinated or not.
Yeah.
One should know it. Whether the dog has vaccinated, if you are doubt, if you are sure that the dog has been vaccinated, so we can wait for 10 days. If the dog survives for 10 days, we presume that had not rabies viruses. But if it dies, one should expect it that he must have been rabid.
So, what do you say, doctor? Like once you are bitten or scratched by an animal or a pet dog, first you start the course of vaccination, and
It
if
should be done.
your pet dog is alive by 10 days, then you can discontinue the vaccination or make it to pre-exposure vaccination schedule.
Yes, yes.
So, can you tell something about, doctor, on the vaccination doses available in India? Because there are many queries or many confusions across various people across India. What should be the vaccination schedule? They say that there is one dose vaccine available, there is two dose vaccine available. So, what is the correct vaccination schedule
Yes,
for
yes,
rabies?
yes. This vaccination is for two types. One is the preventive measures. Patient has not been bitten, but prophylaxis he want to get vaccinated against the rabies, and that is known as PEP, and that is for 3 doses. One dose that we call this a 0 day, then after 7 days, and then on 21 or 28 days. This 21, 28 days variable depends from the manufacturer side, but 3 doses are required: 0, 21 or be 28 days. That is for the prophylaxis. Once the post-exposure vaccine has to be given, it should be given in 5 doses. There are two types of giving methods. One is the SS method, where we give it an intramuscular. Other method is intradermal, which is known as the Thai Red Cross method. Most of the time, we in our country give as a to the intramuscular route, and that vaccination schedule is 0, 3, 7, 14, and 28 days. The 5 doses are completed within the 28 days if we give by the intramuscular route. If the dose has to be given by intradermal route, the dose of 14 days is missed. In that case, the vaccine has to be given twice at the same day, different sites. The vaccine has to be given on the two sites at the same time. In that case, the intradermal vaccines 0, 3, 7, and 28 days.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being so explicit in these topics, doctor. Because we have got, as you said, there is something pre-exposure prophylaxis. So, who should take this pre-exposure prophylaxis? The high-risk individuals.
Especially the person who handles the pet dogs. This wildlife sanctuaries are there,
Yeah,
veterinary persons are there who come in contact with the dogs, animals, other animals. They should get health workers. They should get pre-exposure.
yeah.
In
Thank you.
fact,
So,
in fact, it should come a national program where one
yeah,
should get the vaccines here, because treatment lies in vaccinating the dog, which is not practically possible.
Possible. Yeah.
The number of dogs, stray dogs in our country, very high. Estimated is 2.25 millions. This figure is out 2017. Number
Yes.
must have gone to much more.
Much more.
So either you, if you want to eliminate the disease, you get vaccinated all the pet dogs. So practically it was very possible, feasible. So person, well, we should take it as a prophylaxis vaccine for the against rabies.
Thank you. And the post exposure, what we discuss is about 5 doses, that is on day 0, 3, 7, 14, and 28.
Uh,
That is the schedule which is followed in India. And
yes,
uh, and most of the time it is recommended that we should follow all the dose, strictly take all the doses, right, doctor?
yes.
Yeah, because rabies being 100% fatal, there is no other treatment for the disease. So coming to the sir next question, since we are into vaccines, so how safe is this vaccination against rabies? How safe are these vaccines?
Vaccines are safe. They don't have much side effect. Uh, Another thing I want to add it
Yes.
that once the patient get vaccinated, that this immunoglobulin should also be used
Yeah.
at the site of wound. Immunoglobulin should be also used. That
Yes.
immunoglobulin is available in two forms. One is equine, one is human. And that should be given on 0, 3, and 7 days. After
Yes.
7 days, immunoglobulin should not be used.
True.
And that is the dose should be in the equine type of this immunoglobulins. The dose should be 40 milligram per kg body weight, and it is available in the 5 ml vials, and each ml contains 300 units. So one vial contains 1,500 units. This is for the Indian persons. One,
True.
this is vaccine also exported. They are available in the 1,000 units. There contains 200 units in 5 ml. For the per ml, the vial is 5 ml. That is for export. But in our country, the dose is this is equine type, 40 milligram per kg body weight.
So, doctor, which category of bite you recommend this kind of immunoglobulins?
In category 3,
Okay, how are these bites basically?
because their patient is bleeding, the skin has been damaged, the wound
Yeah.
is deep, and especially if it is near the brain, it is especially in the neck, face, it must be given.
Yes. Doctor, if we see the stats, if you see the stats, it says that 40% of the animal bite victims are children below 15 years of age.
Yes.
So, and in that case, also, I think we should be very careful in the
Uh,
treatment,
yes.
and parents should be very careful for their children, because children have a very short incubation period. Normally, sir, doctor, with rabies, what will be the incubation period?
Incubation period varies. It is 3 weeks to 3 months. Even it can go to 7, 8 years. Some people reported even 25 years after they bite. This incubation period shorten the younger children because they have short height. And most of the time it happens when the animal bites in the uncovered area.
Yes.
Most of the time it bites the uncovered area. Some people come that we have taken the shirts and then we have bite it. Despite if the shirt has been broken, the skin has been broken, it means the saliva has gone inside them, and chances rabies are very high. And incidence in children is quite high, and especially for below 15 years.
Yes. Because of their playful nature and being short
And
stature.
they, because of innocency, they provoke the dive.
Yeah.
Children are innocent, so they provoke the dog, and it bites it.
True, doctor. Now, since we are in the same discussion, I would like to understand more on that. What are the ways of getting avoiding animal bites? Like, how can we avoid? Suppose a person is coming late night to his home, and the street is very dark, and we know that in late night, after 9, 10 o'clock, it becomes very difficult if there is there is a large amount of stray dog population. So in that case, if a dog approaches, so what should be the steps to protect ourselves from being bitten by a dog?
My experience is that you slow down the vehicle. Once you speed up, the dog bites, rushes before you. Once you stop your vacuous, the dog also stop barking. Once you
Right.
high the speed, so dog sees something is going wrong. That is the only
True.
reason.
And what are the steps to protect? Because what we have see that if you are walking down the road, then if you're attacked by a few lot many dogs, so we have to save ourselves. Basically, how can we save? We can save our head, our face, because this is very close to the brain.
Uh, Obviously, it only one should not provoke the dog. One should not provoke the dog. If it
Yeah.
happens, so then you can't do anything. You can save, try to get better
True.
first.
True, doctor. I think that's it. One more, doctor, since you have got 43 years of experience in this field, you have seen so many patients. So, and many patients will come up with different type of their own. They might have Googled, they might have gone to various other people or other taken various other suggestions where they have applied, might have applied chili powder, they might have applied turmeric powder, they might have applied so many plant extracts, some Ayurvedic treatment. But do you feel what is your experience says in last 43
No,
years?
any this chili powder or turmeric powder, it must be washed. The wound must be washed. I again emphasize that wound must be washed.
Yeah.
Uh,
So would you like to give some message, doctor, to the viewers? Because from last 43 years experience, you would like to share something?
The message is that we should try to get ourselves vaccinated against the rabies. Prophylaxis vaccine should be taken. Number one. Number two, one should not provoke the animal.
Yeah.
One should not provoke the animals. So if one does two things, if he's vaccinated prophylaxisly, even if he's bitten by the dog, the chances of getting more illness is less. So one
Yeah.
should get first message is that one should get prophylaxis vaccination against rabies.
So, doctor, there is one question from a viewer. Hmm, if I got bitten by a dog 2 days earlier, then got vaccinated,
Yes.
are there any chances of me getting rabies? So, what the viewer is asking that if I've bitten today and I've taken vaccine after 5 days or 2 days or 3 days,
Yes.
delaying vaccination can lead to rabies.
No, you are getting vaccines. You are bitten by 2 to 5 days back. You want to continue vaccine. The chances of rabies are much less.
Yes. So the first thing is what we said that what we have discussed is first with rabies, we should start the vaccination as early as possible.
That early
And if at
possible.
all, and if at all we have delayed, then we should not further delay. We should
Yes.
immediately take the vaccination.
Yes.
That is what I think doctor would like to say here. And the next question is, doctor, does the dog bite wounds need managed differently than the normal wound? How wound management, sir? Can you tell something more about do's and don'ts of the animal bite?
That I have told in my previous talk
Yeah.
that any wound in our surgical practice, first thing is we call it as a wound toilet. Management of wound is called as a wound toilet. And first and foremost thing that we should try to clean the wound as clean as possible. We should try to remove every particle of dirt from the wound to avoid infection. Here, the two things are there. Once, one thing is that we should have to reduce the viral load of the rabies. That can be done only by the continuous washing for the 15 minutes. A second thing to avoid secondary infection. To avoid secondary infection, we should every doctor gives antibiotic prophylactically. And for rabies, first wound should be clean so that number of virus present at the wound is minimized. And rest of the care will be taken by the vaccine. These vaccine combined with the immunoglobulins will serve all the purpose. The vaccine will provide antibiotics, antibodies. They will vaccine provide antibodies, and these globulins are ready-made antibodies. till the effect of the rabies vaccine antibodies forms after the 14 days. Till 14 days, the work is being done by the immunoglobulins. So person is being saved from both the things.
True.
If the patient has got a category 3 bind, he should get vaccination along with the immunoglobulins.
Uh, Yes, so it's very important, like in case of higher degree
The
bites
wound,
category.
the wound
Yeah,
management is the same.
yeah,
Wound
mm,
management is the same for any wound, whether it is a
yes,
roadside injury or either because of a dog bite. The wound management is always same.
yes, and all the wounds should be treated similarly but separately.
Yes, yes. Separation only for rabies vaccine. Otherwise,
Yeah,
the things are same.
yeah, right, sir. And the next question, one of you is asking, if I'm bitten and vaccinated earlier, if again, that means in the case of re-exposure, if I'm exposed to an animal bite again, what should be done in that case?
One should take two doses of the
Okay.
vaccines. That is 10 and 3 days. Two
Okay.
vaccines are there. Two vaccines
Right.
suffice.
Yes. So
Somebody
that's
prefers
all. Yeah.
07, 307.
0 and 3, right, sir? Two doses.
Yes.
And next question, should I be worried if I get a minor scratch by a dog who is vaccinated with anti-rabies vaccine? That means the pet owner is saying that my pet owner
So
is
the thing
vaccinated.
that one has to watch the dog. If the dog has been
Yes.
vaccinated, you have to be watch the dog that whether
Okay.
he survives or dies. Even if he dies after 10 days because any reason, you presume that he has got the rabies. Even
Now, one question.
even the dog has been vaccinated, one should be careful and one should watch the dog for another 10 days.
Yes. But once we suggest that before, I think we discussed something like we should start the vaccination and wait for and watch the dog. Like,
Definitely, I think one should start the vaccine.
right. So yeah, so we should start the vaccination and see if the dog is alive. We can stop vaccination and later on we can convert it into pre-exposure or 21,
Yes,
22 days. So
yes,
that
yes.
right, right. The next question: if pet dog is not has not taken vaccine on time, but the dog is not going outside for long time, uh, after bite of the pet dog, is it necessary to take anti-rabies vaccine? So I think we have discussed this.
Yes,
So yeah, basically it's a pet dog bite which is already vaccinated, though it is not going out, but the
the
post
chances are
exposure,
there.
yeah, the post exposure vaccination should start. So I think we have discussed this. Thank you, doctor, once again. The next question, bites of okay, I think it's a repeated question. Yeah, the next question is. Are the rabies vaccines available in India different from each other? Can one change the brand during the course of vaccination?
No, the two types of vaccines are available. One is a purified virodap cell vaccines, which is Abada vaccine. Other is purified chick embryo vaccines. Chick embryo vaccines. So one should still the same. Once you have taken the purified rabies cell vaccine, you should take the same vaccine. Even take a chicken embryo, you can take the same vaccine. In my opinion, the same vaccine should be used.
Right. So preferably the vaccine should be same, but if at all due to maybe
We can change,
unavailability,
but preference should be given to same vaccine.
right. And last question, doctor would like to take up. Yeah, if a street dog bites a 4-year-old kid and there are scratches on the body, what needs to be done? 4-year-old kid. So,
Same thing.
is there,
You
yeah,
have to clean the wound and get vaccinated.
yes. So the treatment,
Dose is same for
animal,
the adult. Dose is same for the adult and child.
yes. So can we give this vaccine to the 10 days old child if the child is exposed?
I think we should give it
Yeah, right. Yes. Yeah,
for
true.
two
True, doctor,
reasons.
actually.
For
Yeah.
two reasons. One is the immune system of the child has not been so strong. because the age is 10 years old, immune system of this child is not so well developed. So the child should get vaccinated. Number two, these antibodies that do not come from the mother breast milk. So child should get vaccinated.
True. I think, sir, it was, Doctor, it was a great interaction with you today. I think we had uh, a depth interaction on managing of animal bite and what should be the steps taken if a person is bitten or scratched by animal. I think it's a fantastic session. Doctor, once again, would like to thank you for being here with us today. And we hope that today the viewers will be enriched with various aspects of animal bite management and what should be the precautions or prophylaxis we should take after an exposure to animal bite or scratch. So once again, Doctor, we are very much thankful to you for being here with us today. So all the viewers, today we have we had Dr. Kalra with us from Prayagraj. So we thought that it has a great experience of 43 years of experience in animal bite management, and mostly what we have learned is basically if you are bitten or scratched, first we have to do the first aid and definitely visit the nearest medical practitioners as early as possible. So that is the message from today's talk, Doctor. So thank you once again. Doctor would like to share some of your last views with our viewers, your thought, any message?
The viewers
Yeah,
that are given them that they should
sure.
get prophylaxis vaccinations
Yeah.
and should not provoke the dog. Two messages are there.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Dr. Kalra, and we thank you all the viewers to keep visiting Fearless Against Rabies, the initiative of Human Biological Institute, for knowing more about rabies. And till then, we say uh, we stay safe, stay healthy, and keep watching us at fearlessagainstrabies.com. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.